alpha male. There are so many people who use this word completely wrong, and their associations with what being alpha means is totally wrong. Any man who goes around saying this person is alpha and this person is beta really does not understand what being alpha is, and the very activity of calling other men alpha or beta is actually very beta. If we want to understand how to be an alpha male, it's crucial for us to understand something that I like to call frequencies. If you type in on Google frequency, you will see something that looks like this. There are 3 frequencies that we need to understand: beta frequency, theta frequency, and alpha frequency. A beta frequency has a lot of activity going on. There are a ton of lines going up and down, as you can see from this picture. Beta men generally have a very sporadic, ungrounded frequency where they are overly loud, they are moving too much, they are doing everything too quickly, and there is way too much going on in their brains. It's an over-aggression of their energy and consciousness. We will call this state the aggressive state. However, is calm, relaxed, there isn't much going on, you are chilled out. Just imagine someone who is meditating. I like to call this state the tender state, opposed to the beta state, which is overly aggressive. The alpha frequency is in between these 2 states. It's something that I like to call tender aggression. I originally got this concept from someone named Elliot Hulse. Truly alpha men are not overly aggressive, contrary to what some people think being alpha is. But it's also not overly laid back where you are half asleep, yawning, and not stimulated by the environment around you. There is a sense of tenderness that goes along with being an alpha male, which means being calm, relaxed, focused, grounded, and having confidence in yourself are all attributes of being an alpha man. But they also have a highly stimulated nervous system, which allows them to speak aggressively if the environment calls for it. Believe it or not, there is actually a significant amount of femininity in the alpha man. An alpha man flows with the conversation. He is smooth, gentle. Women and children are not scared to be around him, but they also feel protected when they are around him. It's a yin and yang energy. He does not have to pretend to be overly chilled out. So by this point, you might be asking yourself, am I an alpha man? Am I too masculine? Am I too feminine? Am I too much yin and not enough yang? If you think you are too feminine, then you should put yourself in an environment where you are forced to scream and be very aggressive, like a football game, or you can simply just hit a punching bag a few times. Express yourself and unleash the beast within you. You won't reach this state by thinking your way there. You will only reach this state by feeling your way there. A lion. We give the world. Becoming a lion does not happen overnight though. In fact, some of us men never become a lion. Some men stay in the camel state until the day they die. As a man, when you procrastinate, that's actually the lion growing within you. I'll tell you what I mean in just a moment. But basically, when you feel this procrastination, you are moving into a new phase in your life where you will say, no, I won't. But right now, it's kind of a passive aggressive no I won't, because you can't really say to your boss or teacher, I won't do my homework, I won't go to class, I won't sit still and be quiet, because you are still a camel. This camel concept comes from someone named Friedrich Nietzsche, where he describes the spiritual evolution of the man. The stage in your life where you are physically, emotionally, and spiritually immature is your camel stage. What is a camel? A camel is a beast of burden. From the day you were born, your family, teachers, friends will start laying burdens upon your back. Like you're supposed to make your bed, you're supposed to go to school, you're supposed to get a stable job, you're supposed to. And you bow down and accept these burdens. The moment when you first start to question things is your first step towards maturity. It's when you first start questioning all the burdens that have been laid upon you. A common time to start questioning these things is when you first start entering the desert, aka when you first enter the real world. So this will be right after high school, maybe right after college, or when you get your first job. It's when you first enter the real world, which I will refer to as the desert. So the camel stands up and starts wandering around the desert, and he meets a dragon named Thou Shalt. And every single scale on the dragon has something you're supposed to do. It is your responsibility as a maturing individual to slay that dragon, because you can either slay it or lay down as a beast of burden and allow all the shouts to control you. The dragon will control your life for eternity, and this is how most men live. You have to slay that dragon. The procrastination is the anxiety of all the shouts that have been laid upon you. It's the voice in you that wants you to say no. By slaying the dragon, you will become a lion, and the name of that lion is I will and no. The no represents all the people telling you what you're supposed to do. You destroy the dragon by saying no, no, no. Once you slay the dragon with the no, you begin your new journey as I will. And most men never become men of I will. Once you become the lion, you are completely hysterical. You use pure will to get what you want. The will is your heartbeat. It's your breathing. It's literally your chest expanding and contracting. It's your soul. As an animal of I will, you go out into the real world and you do whatever you want to do. You choose the type of woman you want, you choose everything. The lion does not bow down to anything. He will starve before he bows down to another